Hello, Kevin Carey here again from Minnesota, where the Blue Jays are in distress or something in the backyard. And then what we're doing in this 9-minute segment, I hope, is going over Poor Man's Open G tuning, Rain Song, Dancing Days, and Over the Hills. So this might be the last Zepp acoustic thing. So first off, people are afraid of doing alternate tunings because it takes memory. You have to remember what note you're tuning the string to. And then it takes effort. You have to tune the strings to the right place. And then also you break strings, especially if you're tuning the E string down. But I have a thing called Poor Man's Open G, where you just tune one string. So kind of like drop D. Here's drop D, easy as pie, right? Move your E down to a D. And there's drop D. Not too tricky. You can do all those Tool songs and King's X and Going to California. And then a lot of guys will tune their E string down to a D too. And then you can play you can do Cinnamon Girl. But I'm not going to do that today because sometimes the E string breaks when you do that. So there's drop D. Poor Man's Open G. Tune your A string, second string, down to a G. There you go, easy as pie. Now your middle four strings are G chord. And you can focus on your middle four strings, and you can get away with that Poor Man's Open G tuning. You can do Dancing Days. So I think Jimmy, he tunes his E down to a D for that as well. Really simple though, tune your A string down an octave below your G string. And you can do all those cool Stone songs. Crows. You can do a lot of slide stuff because here's your major chord in a standard tuning. Well, now in Open G, or Poor Man's Open G, all you need is one finger. Okay, Led Zeppelin House of the Holy album has a lot of great acoustic music on it, and one of the songs is the Rain Song. The Rain Song is tuned with a full Open G tuning, so you're focusing on the bottom 5 strings, and if you notice, Keith Richards, who uses a lot of Open G, he doesn't even have a 6th string on half of his guitars. He just plays 5-string guitars. And the tuning is G, C, G, C, D. So it's easy to remember. G, C, G, C, and then a D. So you're tuning this guy down a whole step, you're tuning this up a half step, leaving the G where he's at, and you're tuning your D down to a C a whole step, and your A down to a G. So here you have this beautiful And I'll just play the very beginning of the Rain Song with this tuning. beautiful, right? And then if you did it on a 12 string, it'd be even more pretty. So once again, G, C, G, C, D. If you wanted to tune this down to a D, you could. I don't know if he actually hits that at all, but and it's really easy to play that way. But when I first learned the Rain Song, I was doing an acoustic. I don't know, Michael Hedges meets Gordon Lightfoot meets Christopher Parkening solo guy thing around town, and I just needed an instrumental version. I wasn't going to sing. So I just learned it in A, standard tuning. I didn't want to have to retune a guitar, and I got it pretty close. So here it is in standard tuning on a 12 string, but it's up a whole step. It's not really that high singing there, you know. It is the springtime of my love, the second season I know. This part's a little tricky. Bass part comes in here. Etc. And then the final Zepp acoustic song I'll play here. I want to point out that one of my favorite parts of Stairway to Heaven is the 12 string. And that was the first Zepp acoustic song I ever learned. I learned that when I was 12, I think. And then this was the second. Back in around 1982, 83. And of course that went on to inspire Jane's Addiction. Jane says. And then countless Rush songs. Rush definitely listened to The Who and Zeppelin. With all those little triads. And that's it. Remember to practice.